Welcome to RPTV. I'm Tiana and I'm here with Carol Moore-Ede from Cabbagetown Regent Park Museum. Hello, Ms. Ede.
Hi.
My first question for you is, what is the idea behind the Cabbagetown Regent Park Museum?
The museum was created in order to really celebrate the people over the generations, many, well actually centuries, that have lived in this area and have contributed so much to the building of Toronto and also of Canada. It's been a very important community in this country for many years.
When was the Cabbagetown Regent Park Museum established?
Well, it started off as an idea about 3 years ago, and I think it's an idea that's been floating around for a long time, but I was unaware of that. And went to the Cabbagetown Preservation Association and suggested that it might be a nice thing to have. And they were very enthusiastic, and then we came down to this community and we attended a number of meetings in Regent Park, and people were very supportive and said yes, they would like to be part of this museum. And we felt that because Regent Park is the original Cabbagetown, and what's called Cabbagetown today isn't, that it was essential that if there were to be a museum, that it be a partnership. We've been really fortunate as the word gets out. People have been phoning me up and saying, I've got photographs of, you know, my great Aunt Polly, or Bill Stapleton, who used to come down here to Art Heart. He gave us a huge collection of his paintings, sketchbooks. That's a really wonderful collection. And then I got a phone call from somebody in Montreal, and there was a book that was written about the Cabbagetown store, which was here in the late 1800s. And it was run by a woman who was fondly known as Aunt Polly. And it turns out that this woman is the great-grandniece of Aunt Polly. And she had a lace veil that this woman had been given from Ireland. So it's all handmade Irish lace, and she's donated that to the museum. She had a number of photographs of Aunt Polly that go right back to, again, the late 1800s, right up until about 1910. There were a number of photographs too that were actually mounted in really nice little frames, old frames, and a cranberry jug that had Aunt Polly inscribed right on it. And then we collected a lot of artifacts when the houses were torn down from Phase 1, things that had been lost and were found. And they were all sorts of things like, baseball cards. There was actually a marble that turns out to be from about 1850 to 1875. And then there were things like little dolls, Disney figures, and all kinds of things that just sort of paint a picture of the people who have been here. The word seems to be getting out, and so there are a lot of people that used to live here that have been coming by with, one of them was a school manual from 1935 talking about the Old Boys. It was an Old Boys Association manual, and it has things like the songs that were sung at the time and games that were played at the time and who owned what business in the area. So they're really fascinating.
How do you think the museum is going to impact the Regent Park community?
I'm hoping, because it's the Regent Park Museum as well, that people start to feel that they're a part of it, and that they can contribute to it in a number of ways. I'd love to see partnerships, particularly with the youth, that a lot of the material is going to be archived, and to get the photographs and film footage and help in building the website, all those kinds of things, and learning about different people's backgrounds, why they came here, and what they came from, why they stayed, and the things like history is ongoing. It's not just things from the past. It's today is, history being in the making. So things like the revitalization project, it's very important to document, and not just document from one perspective, but from a number of perspectives.
Where can the museum collections be seen?
We've been told that there will be a building in the revitalization project, but where that's going to be and when, we don't know yet. But in the meantime, we're having a number of satellite exhibitions, so whoever's good enough to give us space for nothing, because this is all being done on a volunteer basis to date, we're happy to, take that space and put up an exhibition.
If someone wanted to donate to the museum, how would they go about, or give a donation, how would they go about contacting?
If they have access to the internet, they should go to our website, which is crpmuseum.com. No dashes or anything like that, no capitals, just crpmuseum.com. And one of the pages there actually talks about donations and contact information.
Thank you, Carol, for stopping by RPTV. It has been very informative. We appreciate you stopping by. Tune in next time.
RPTV was brought to you by the Regent Park Focus Media Arts Youth Center.